This video is going to take you through making part A and part B for the tutorial. So first of all, we need to create a new sketch. So up here in the create area, there's this part called create sketch, or you can click on the create drop down menu, go to create sketch. Okay, so now once you've done that, it's going to ask you which work plane to draw on. It doesn't really matter because we can always change this cube in the top right corner later on. So when we click on a work plane, you'll notice that it's just created this thing in the browser called a folder called the sketch folder. And it's just created sketch 1. We're just going to name that sketch part A. So all I did there to name it was I click on it and then click again. You can click on it and secondary click and, okay, no you can't. Sometimes you can rename there. Okay, so before we go on any further, this is your browser on the left-hand side, and down here we've got the timeline. These two things are very important in Fusion 360. So we're going to start by drawing a rectangle. Now, under the create option, you've got the rectangle tools here. Lots of different ones. You'll notice it's the same as that image there. If at any point you want to add something to your toolbar at the top, you can go to it and you'll see that there's these 3 dots. You can click on those dots and you could select to pin to toolbar, but we're not going to do that just now. I'm going to draw a rectangle just by clicking and dragging across. Now, we could type the numbers in right now by hitting 56 and then pressing tab and changing the other number to 61. By doing that, we've given that dimensions. The other option is that we just draw a rectangle any size we like, and then we go up here to the create option and we go to dimension, sketch dimension, and we click on a line and drag it up and then type in 61, hit enter, and click on the other line and make that 56. Okay, so we've got the big rectangle here. Never delete dimensions, people, okay? Never. So now we've got to draw the rest of the rectangles. You can see from the working drawing that there's a rectangle here, 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 and down the bottom. When I'm drawing and I get that X, that means I'm on the line. So I can bring it down here. I can draw any size we want and draw the other one here. The other one there. I'm purposefully not going to put it on that line to show you how to fix when you've done it like that. And we've got our 4 rectangles. So now we need to dimension. So go up here to the dimension tool or press D on your keyboard. And I'm going to dimension between this line here that's got highlighted and that one there. So I click on one of them and move across and click on the other one. And then drag the dimension outside of the box. I'm going to make that 10. Then I've got to dimension from this line to that line. You can see right now it's trying to dimension there, but I want to make it 3 millimeters wide. So I'm going to click on the other line and drag that up and make it 3. Then this line here, we've got a dimension, that's got to be 28. And the same on the other side, here to there, 10. There to there, 3. Then here, bring it out, that's got to be 28. And what can often happen is you've already dimensioned something and then you think you can't see it. You think, oh, I'll dimension it again, and it tells you that you've got this message. All that's saying is that dimension here is the same as that one there. It's just saying you've already done it, so why are you doing it again? So if you find that the number it's giving you is not the one you want, so for example, now we've got this one in a bracket. Say that was actually meant to be 27 and I'm desperately trying to change it to 27. You can't. You just need to delete that, find the one that has the correct dimension and edit that. But as it is, this is all good for our tutorial. So we've got this last bit here, that's got to be 3 millimeters there. 15. So D for dimension, click on it, drag it up, make it 15. And then this was 10 from the side. So from this side here to there, that's meant to be 10. But you'll see in the working drawing, sorry, I'm just zooming in by pinching and unpinching. This line here is meant to be on that line there. So you will find that if you want to put a 0 dimension in, it won't let you do that. So it won't let me accept that. So I'm just going to have to delete that dimension just by clicking on it. And sorry, let me show you that again. So there's a dimension and I didn't want it. So we need to make sure we're on the select tool up here, click on the number, delete. So we need this line to be on top of that line. So what we can do is we can try to mess around with constraining it to be on the same line, being collinear, having that line and that line the same, which it's just managed to do. So let me just undo that. So under the constraints, you could have it collinear, which means that line and that line share the same line. Or the easiest way is just to dimension from here to there and make that, well, it's going to be 56 minus 3. There's 3 here, 56 is the total. So that would just be 53. We got that done. And we've just got the hole to fix. So dimension from one line, click on it, dimension to another line, drag off to the side. That's got to be 10. And that line there should be 3. And this line here should be 15. And the last dimension is from here to there, and that's got to be 23. So always drag your dimensions off if you can. That one there, actually, just to be good practice, model what I'm saying, just click on it and drag it off, okay? So we've got all the dimensions. We're going to finish that sketch, clicking up here. We're going to go over to Create, we're going to Extrude. We click on that face, and we're going to change this to New Component and make it a distance of 3 millimeters and hit OK. And then we're going to name that part A. And then you go up here, make sure you're in your class folder, in your name, and just hit save. And this is tutorial. You only need to name it the first time you save it. Okay? So hit save. And that is part A complete.